静粛に。
もうやめてちょうだい。
みんなは俺が守れ。
正解は目視、破滅は静かに訪れる。
てやて。
どうしてまた学校をサボったの？
あのデカっぱなじいさんの授業ちっとも面白くないんだもん。あの人の授業なんて受けたくない。
もう先生をそんな風に言っちゃダメでしょ。
まあまあ、学校の勉強はもう全て終えてるんだし、必ずしも授業に出る必要はないんじゃないか。さて、昨日はどこに行ってきたんだ？
ダイビングだよ。水の底に あんな大きな魚がいるなんて思わなかった。ずんぐりむっくりしててのろまで。今日は北の草原に行くつもり。あそこには火を吹く大きな鳥がいるんだって。その鳥に乗って星まで飛ぶんだ。
じゃあ父さんもその鳥を1羽見つけておかないとだな。でないとお前を夕飯の時間に呼び戻せない。
大丈夫だよ。ご飯の時間になったら自分で帰ってくるから。それじゃお父さんお母さん行ってきまーす。
ちょっと何か羽織っていきなさい。もうあなた、あの子を甘やかしすぎよ。商船が来て以来ずっと外に行くって言って聞かないんだから。将来は外の世界に冒険に行くだなんて言い出すし。
心配なのはわかるが、子供には好きなことをさせてやるのが一番さ。ほら、一緒においしいご飯を作ってあの子の帰りを待とう。
我が上にある星空。星の先には何があるんだろう。ずっと続く高い山、終わりの見えない雪原、それとも商船に乗ってた人たちが言ってたみたいに空よりも高い家があるのかな。私と同じように宇宙が大好きでこういうことを考えてる人はきっと他にもいるはず。その子たちと友達になりたいな。一緒に船早く大人になりたい。外の世界ってすっごく面白そうだし、早く見てみたいな。お腹すいた。そろそろ家に帰ろっと。
誰もここから逃がすな。
子供たちだけは
なぜこんなことが。
来たぞ、奴らだ。
逃げろ。排除する。やれ。
大丈夫よ、大丈夫。
こっちだ。もう間に合わないわ。
火事？あちこち燃えてる。何があったの？
だからよそ者なんて信用するなって言ったんじゃないか。
なんでよ、私たちが何したっていうの。美味しい料理と酒を振る舞い、美しい景色を案内して、私たちの手で染めた織物だって渡したのに、どうしてこんなことを。
逃げろ。
報告。第3エリアの総統と第2エリアの包囲が完了し、
やれ。上の命令通り一人も生かすな。はっ、ご安心を。すでにここの原住民と文明を滅ぼせるほどの兵器を用意してあります。よし。あの一番反抗的だった夫婦は。男の足を打ち、女も抵抗中に腕を折りました。二人とも戦う力を失い、家の中で虫の息です。 悪あがきさせないためにも他エリアを処理した後に兵を集めて最後の鎮圧を行います。
未開の野蛮人でもこちらの兵を傷つけられるとはな。これで彼らが脅威であることに誰も疑いを持たないだろう。あと数分生かしてやれ。その後は俺の手であの世に送ってやる。
お父さん、お母さん。
スカーク、無事だったのね。よかった。
ああ、嬉しいよ。また会えて。でも早く逃げるんだ。あいつらがもうすぐ来る。
何があったの？こんなに違う。お父さん、お母さん。
ここだ。他の部隊にも包囲するよう伝えろ。
スカーク、走りなさい。誰も信じてはダメよ。遠くへ、遠く。私たちは死ぬことなんて恐れない。でもあなたには生きてほしいの。とても賢くて何にでも興味津々ね。スカーク、あなたはきっと勇敢でどんな困難にもくじけない大人になれるわ。
もし父さんたちに会いたくなったらこの曲を弾くんだ。覚えておきなさい。命は輝くべきものだ。暗闇に
ドアを壊せ。こんな状況でくだらない楽器をいじる余裕があるとはな。お前もだ。歌うのをやめろ。やめろと言っている。
目が覚めたか？お前が休んでいる間に手がかりを集めておいた。だがまだ足りない。ひとまず今は次の修行と行こう。今度は元素力に関するものだ。準備ができたら私のところに来てくれ。
なあ、深淵の中って不思議だよな。昼も夜もなくて時間の感覚が狂ってくるし、意識して数えてなきゃ何日経ったかもわからないぞ。でも不思議なことにお腹はすくんだよな。おいらなんか食べてくるぜ。シュッ。
私の考えでは、力を求める過程は3つの段階に分かれる。まずは武器の理解を深める段階、次に自然エネルギーを制御する段階、そして最後が力を自在に操り、さらなる高みへと至る段階だ。テイワットにおいて自然エネルギーは元素力を指す。だが私は元素力についてそう詳しくない。私の体系とは異なるからな。ああ、私が扱い慣れているのはアビスの力、いわゆる巨海力だ。私の師であるスルトロッチはこの領域の専門家だ。カーン・ルイヤ人が彼を五大罪人の一人としたのは、彼が万物を支えるアビスの力を盗んだからになる。テイワット大陸の元素力は本質的に高海力から派生したものであり、高海力と巨海力は完全に相反するエネルギーとなる。故に今回の修行で私から教えられることはそう多くない。鋭いな。さすがの観察眼だ。ただ私は業に従っているだけだ。アビスとこの世界の意志は相入れない。不要なトラブルを避けるため、私はアビスの力で氷元素を模している。これはカーン・ルイヤの遺跡で学んだ邪の七変という技術でな。もし今後お前がアビスの力を学びたくなったら教えてやろう。ああ、その話は聞いたことがある。お前はアビスの力を何度か排除してきたそうだな。だがそれは本当に浄化だろうか。言ったと思うが、力とは突如として生まれるものでも、あまり考えたところで仕方ない。まずはその元素力を鍛え、あらゆる問題に対処する力を身につけることだ。成長とは絶えず困難に立ち向かい、幾度もの挫折から立ち上がる過程を指す。さあ始めよう。己の限界に挑み続けろ。それがより早い成長へとつながる。風の力を使い、ここをきれいにしてみろ。よく観察することだ。戦場では使えるものを全て駆使し、勝利の天秤をこちらに傾かせることが何より重要になる。
消えるんだ。
水の力を使ってトゲを破壊しろ。
ですよ。
嘘。それらがお前を突き刺す前に夢の中の自分を超えろ。同じような傷を二度と負うな。
ですよ。
行け。行け。行け。行け。お前は自分が特別だと認識すべきだ。神の目に依存せず元素力を扱い、その上複数の元素力を使い分ける。つまりお前は神に認めてもらう必要がなく、その力はこの世界のルールを凌駕していることを意味する。故にお前は堂々と自分の道を歩めばいい。よくやった。どうやら元素力に関しても新たな気づきを得たようだな。無我の境地に至るまで修行に没頭していたか。元素力を使い続ければ体力も消耗するが、その分より強い力が手に入る。今日のところは休め。起きたら最後の修行に入る。
光を灯せ。
元素力の真髄を知るには生きとし生けるものと触れ合う必要。
強さの秘訣とは何だと考える？象形、像、守る意志、否、恐怖だ。家族が消える恐怖、 文明が崩れ去る恐怖、孤独に苛まれる恐怖、死の恐怖。恐怖こそが進化の源だ。それは人類が自然に適応し、苦難を乗り越えるのを助けてきた。お前はすでにその感覚を味わっている。つまり進化する資格を手に入れているということだ。二度も言わせるな。家を恋しいと思うたび剣を振れ。
でも師匠、腕がちぎれそうでもう上がりません。
ちぎれる気配などないが。ちぎれようとも触れ、骨が折れる音を俺に聞かせろ。折れたら俺が戻してやる。よくやったスカーク。今回も生き残れたか。どうだ。
寒い。痛い。
それはお前がアビスに馴染んできた証だ。血肉が崩れ、経絡は引き裂かれる。だが死の淵から戻るたびお前はより強くなるのだ。お前の才能は想像以上のものだな。奴らがその故郷を滅ぼした理由もうなずける。しかし今のお前はまだ強者と呼ぶには程遠い。その心には迷いがあまりにも多すぎる。故にさらなる修練を課すことにした。無駄な感情を封じ、弱き自分を殺し、その体の真の主となれ。起きろスカーク。顔の血を拭え。壊死した肉を切り取り、損壊した部分を直せ。そして再び 剣を構えろ。
師匠。おはよう。よく眠れたか？準備ができたら最後の修行を始めるってスカークが言ってたぞ。今すぐ始めるか？それとももうちょっと休むか？
これまでの修行でお前の剣の腕は飛躍し、元素力を操る能力もより進歩した。私が教えたことはほんの一部に過ぎない。感謝すべきはお前が旅で出会った仲間たち、そして幾度も危機に身を投じて培った経験だ。次は状況判断、あるいは理性の修行だ。実戦では常に予想外の事態が起こりうる。まずは私の攻撃を防いでみろ。準備はいいか？悪くない。隙のない慎重な防御だ。まるでお前の妹のようだな。そういえばお前はあいつに何があったか知りたくはないか？
ずるいぞ！騙し討ちじゃんか！
相手が卑劣な手を使った時、それを非難することはできる。だがその資格を持つのは生き残った者のみ。死人に口なしということだ。戦闘の最中、興奮、不安、怒りなどの感情の揺らぎは避けられない。しかし戦う者はそれに流されることなく正しい判断を下す必要がある。面白い言い方だ。まるでこの私を理解しようとしているように聞こえる。だがお前は私とは違う。お前は自分の道を歩むことができるのだからな。始めよう。理性で感情をコントロールし、冷静さを失うことなく、現状で最も有利な判断をしてみせろ。これが最後の修行だ。気を引き締めて挑め。次は私の妨害を加えてもう一度やる。動揺しないようにな。
いけ！いけ！上ぜよ！上ぜよ！上ぜよ！上ぜよ！上ぜよ！上ぜよ！ 行け。
よくやったな。予想を上回る結果だ。分かってきたようだな。感情を制御するコツはまず思考をコントロールすることだ。そして散漫な思考をまとめるには集中が何よりも重要になる。
その心には迷いがあまりにも多すぎる。故にさらなる修練を課すことにした。無駄な感情を封じ、弱き自分を殺し、その体の真の主となれ。
そこまでだ。雑念が生じているな。目を見ればすぐにわかる。だがそれも仕方ないだろう。人間は長時間集中するのが苦手だからな。いつかは限界に達するものだ。冷静さを保つことは簡単なようで、その実、剣や元素力の修行よりもはるかに疲れる。これ以上の修行は無意味だ。一旦休むとしよう。それに修行に目標は設けていない。己の限界を超えられれば、修行はそれで成功だ。誇りと喜びの中でつく眠りは、さぞかし幸せだろう。
まさかあの恐ろしい巨人を倒すなんて、さすがスカーク先輩ですよ。
でも そのせいで重傷を負ったって聞いたけど本当？
ええ、でもまだ怪我も治らないうちから剣の修行を再開したそうです。師匠もかつて腕と足を一本ずつ失ったそうですが乗り越えたと聞きますし、スカーク先輩はどんどん師匠に似てきてますね。
ああ、いつになったら師匠やスカーク先輩みたいに冷静で強くなれるんだろう。
まだだ、まだ足りない。お前は強者と呼ぶには程遠い。
スカーク、勇敢でどんな困難にもくじけない人になれたかしら。
ねえ、覚えてる？あの炎で亡くなった大勢の命を。あの中で生き残ったのはあなただけなのよ。
剣から目をそらすな。お前に休む資格などない。
知りたいことがたくさんあるの。船に乗って宇宙を探検して星たちにいろいろ教えてもらうの。大きくなったらきっと。
これが終わったらお前は過去の自分に別れを告げるのだ。さらに強くなるために。走りなさいスカーク。死が訪れるまで走り続けるんだ。
どうしようかしら。まずあなたに新しい身分を考えてあげなきゃよね。天外の人って名乗るのもおかしいし。そうだ、地底から来たっていうのはどう？あなたもカーン・ルイヤのことわざを知ってるでしょ。我々が宇宙に行こうと深淵に落ちようと違い、
この星に来た以上ここのルールは守るつもりだ。
そう言ってもらえてよかった。それなら私も手間が省ける。お返しに一つアドバイスをあげるね。聞きたくないかもしれないけど、ただ力を磨き続けるんじゃなくて、たまには自分にもっと目を向けた方がいいんじゃないかしら。彼女の存在を無視し続けたら、いつか本当に彼女の声が聞こえなくなってしまうからね。
お腹すいただろ。じゃじゃーん、お前のためにステーキを用意したぞ。ひひ、そう言うと思ったぜ。スカークと一緒に作ったんだ。ほら、熱いうちに食べてくれ。もう何日も経ってるからな。料理の腕に免じてあのツンケンした態度を許してやったんだ。お オイラって器が大きいからな。
雑談は食後にしろ。さっさと食べるんだ。
お腹いっぱいだぜ。今度はオイラが寝る番だ。出発する時になったら起こしてくれ。
いい知らせが2つある。1つ、修行は以上だ。お前は力を扱う資格を得た。今後は旅で感じたことを自分の中に落とし込み、強者との戦いを通じて己を高めていけ。2つ、裏で糸を引いているやつの具体的な位置をつかんだ。そこを調べ、お前の魂のかけらを取り戻せばこの剣も片付く。アヤックスは私との修行中に聞きたいことが山ほどあると言っていた。そこであいつを送り出す時、私は3つ質問するのを許可した。私たちがまた会えるとは限らない。故にもし私に関することで聞きたいことがあれば何でも聞いてくれていい。
君は本当にテイワット人なの？
最初から予想外の質問だな。なぜそう思った？
ごめん、無根道長をしてる間、君の心にある記憶を見てしまったんだ。
あの秘術がもたらす弊害なら知っていた。故に心を閉ざしていたのだが、たとえ無根道長してもお前には果てのない暗闇しか見えなかったはずだ。まあいい。どこかにほころびがあったのだろう。ここ最近特殊な状況にあったため、自分のコントロールが緩んでいたのは確かだ。見てしまったのなら仕方ない。だがそのことは秘密にしてくれ。私はテイワットの人間ではなく別の星から来た。お前と同じように星をまたいで旅をしていたと理解してもらって構わない。
じゃあ君は俺と同じ降臨者ってこと？
それについては否定する。この世界の運命はお前によって左右されるが、私はその中の価格に過ぎない。数百年前、私の師であるスルトロッチが世界の境界を開いてくれたおかげで、私はこの地に立つことができた。しかしここは私の居場所ではない。いつかは広大な宇宙に戻るつもりだ。さあ、答えは以上だ。
君がテイワットに来た目的は？
強くなるためだ。ある事情から一刻も早く師匠に追いつく必要があってな。それにはまず彼の強さの源を知る必要がある。 故に師匠が歩んだ道をたどりながら彼に勝つ方法を探している。それが今の私にとって最も大事なことだ。最後の質問を聞こう。
そんな簡単に言わないでくれ。あの件以来、俺がスカーク師匠とあの深淵の捜索をやめたことはない。探し続けてもう何年も経つのに何も進展がないんだ。
聞きたいことは思いついたか？
タルタリアが君のことをずっと探してるけど、なんで会ってあげないの？
アヤックスか。あいつはお前とは違う。お前は私と知り合う前からすでに多くの強者と出会い、数々の技を見てきた。それにより独自の心得と経験を持っている。故に私がお前に施した指導は些細なものに過ぎない。だが弟子入りした時のアヤックスはあまりに若かった。何色にも染まる白紙のようにな。子は憧れを抱く人のことを無意識に真似する。しかし長い目で見たとき、それは彼の成長を妨げるものだ。あいつに十分な力が備わったら会いに行こう。それまでは私に会うことを目標に鍛錬に励んでもらうつもりだ。お前たちと違い、私は世界とのつながりを持つつもりがない。力なき人間に私を記憶する資格などないし、むしろ彼らにとっては忘れてしまった方が幸せだろう。仲間を起こしてこい。出発するぞ。そうだ、私のことは彼女にも秘密にしておいてくれ。
やっと出発するのか？これからどこに行くんだ？
Just follow me.
A new job.
Becomes
Wait, this is near the chasm, right?
Yes. If we enter from here, we'll be able to reach that place from your dream. You have some experience with abyssal domains by now, but still, this is someone else's territory. Best to proceed with caution.
Don't worry, Paimon's an expert at hiding behind other people for safety. Oh, but, that means you need to stay safe, traveler.
All right. Remember your training. Time to put it to use. Annihilate. Mine to wield.
Go!
Whoa! Look at all these spikes! Careful! Don't get hit! You know what? Paimon's just gonna float behind you. Come on, you got this.
Hey, what are you two doing? Dusty, like an abandoned house. Let's press on.
Go!
Paradigm shift. Fearless.
Oh, looks like this is a dead end. Did we make it to his hiding place? Ugh, this fog is making it impossible to see anything!
This should be the place where you were attacked, Traveler. The missing part of your soul should be nearby. Can you sense where it is? Our opponent must have covered his tracks just in case. Otherwise...
Hold on! Look! The spikes are back!
Stay calm. Let's hold back a little. Give our enemy some wiggle room so we can see what we're dealing with. If you're too reckless, we might be playing right into his hands. Our enemy took part of your soul for a reason. It's likely he integrated it into his attack somehow. If we're smart about this, we can track it down. From the start, the attacks have been focused on me. Trying to break through my defenses? I see. There. I got it back.
Traveler! SKIRK! What happened? It looked like SKIRK just got...
In the Guili Plains, you asked me why this enemy chose you as his target. Now, the answer is clear. It's not just the fact that your strength is impressive. It's also because of your ability to, as you put it, purify abyssal power. Whatever that actually means. The fact is, that ability allowed him to do something that should have been completely impossible. Namely, break through my defenses and steal my power. No, he couldn't have known I'd come to his domain. He only stole your soul fragment because he knew the value of its power. I doubt he expected it to come in handy so soon. Call it fate if you want. I believe that's the term they use in this world for arbitrary coincidences like this. In any case, it works to our advantage. Once I realized what he was using that power for, it gave me the chance to get back what you lost. I'll cope. Well, done gorging? Good. Time to answer some questions. How did you get the power of the all-devouring narwhal?
The all-devouring narwhal? Oh, of course! Paimon knew that spike thing looked familiar. It looks just like that narwhal's horn!
I highly doubt you acquired that power through your own strength. Tell me I'm wrong. You're desperate enough to scour the land for god remains and whatever vestiges of power you can find. That alone proves you wouldn't be able to defeat a creature like that. Which leaves one possibility. You know my master, the Foul, Sertologi.
The Foul? Who dares call him Foul?
What's wrong? Bit off more power than you can chew? You're struggling to hold a basic conversation.
Just a little longer. I'm still...
Look! It's back!
Those obsessed with power will let it devour them before abandoning their pursuit. Keep calm and use reason to decide the best course of action. Wise decision. Final victory doesn't always come after a single battle. You've got your soul fragment back, so we both got what we came for. Let the enemy draw breath while he can. It won't be for long. Get us out of here, Traveler. You'll need to lead the way this time.
SKIRK, is your shoulder gonna be okay?
The wound is minor. It'll heal in no time. You should focus on getting out of here alive instead.
Uh-oh! Falling spikes! Run!
Water jet!
Watch out! Looks like this place is about to collapse! So, this guy's power has something to do with the all-devouring narwhal. Did you know that all along, SKIRK?
I had my suspicions. That's why I decided to investigate in the...
We should be safe here, right?
I no longer sense his presence. Can't have followed us out of that abyssal domain. Weaklings like him will find that my power is not so easily controlled. He won't be leaving that place until he's managed to digest it. You seem surprised. I suppose that's fair. You've seen but a fraction of what that whale is capable of. That gaping maw could swallow a planet whole. It's called the all-devouring narwhal for a reason. Devouring is what it does best. It can extract power from anything, dead or alive, as long as it manages to make physical contact.
Yeah. When we had our run-in with that thing, Roulette mentioned that it has an instinct to devour.
Your dragon friend recognized the nature of its abilities and used the power of Hydro to protect you. That worked because it was in a satiated state, so it was somewhat less aggressive than usual. It's a different story when it has no more power to feed off of. That's when its true voracious nature kicks in. It could devour everything on the planet in that state, which is why I cast it into that void space. But I hadn't counted on there being anyone left on this planet capable of wielding its power. To me, that says he must have encountered the whale a long time ago. Meaning, he must have known my master. Exactly. It told me everything I needed to know. Hence why I said we both got what we came for. And I believe that brings our transaction to an end. Now that you're whole again, you can get back to your own journey. I'll handle the rest of this situation myself.
No way! We can't leave now! Something was stolen from you because of us! We have to help you get it back!
This isn't my first taste of failure or losing power. When you fall, you get back up again and become stronger. That's how it is.
But what if that monster finds you before you're all better? Plus, how are you gonna get home? It's not like you can just go swoosh and open a door to the abyss again. Not without your full strength. So, sticking with us for the time being doesn't sound so bad, does it?
Fair enough. Then take this.
What is it?
A bag of Mora. Nothing in this world is free. I know that much. I'll leave the planning to you. Hurry up and decide where to go.
We should take SKIRK somewhere she can rest.
He'll know something about Master. I'm sure of it. Next time, I need to be ready. Fine. It was just a scratch. It'll take time to recover my strength, of course. But adapting to this. It's a star crystal suit. Abyssal energy is scarce in Teyvat. Wearing this helps me access it more freely. It stores concentrated abyssal energy that I can draw from on the go. When the energy runs out, it reverts back to its original form. Found somewhere to rest. Well, lead the way then.
Paimon gets the feeling SKIRK wouldn't like being around a lot of people. Oh wait! Baishu said we could rest in the back room of the pharmacy, didn't he? Let's head there! This bag from SKIRK has a ton of Mora in it. Does she have a job or something? Wait, no. After what we saw at Wamin Restaurant, that seems impossible. Can you imagine? It would go something like, I'll be collecting my paycheck now, boss. Oh, sure thing. Wait, who are you? Have we met? Can't hold a job if you make everyone forget about you. So, what did you do to get all this Mora?
Claimed some buried treasure, took care of a few monsters that were causing trouble. Nothing untoward. It's safe to use.
Ah! You heard all that?
A sonorous voice like yours is hard to miss. I wouldn't be surprised if the sound of it traveled to the nearest mountaintop.
Then, did you by chance happen to hear Paimon's little, joke earlier?
You mean when you called me Frosty the Lavender Melon?
No, sorry. Paimon totally misspoke just now. She didn't say that at all. It was, a Paimon lookalike. Yeah, she's a piece of work, that one. Always impersonating Paimon and giving people weird nicknames. Okay, fine. The truth is, Paimon didn't like you all that much at the start, but things are different now. You helped the Traveler in a big way, so what do you say? Friends?
Ugh. I noticed there was only one bed. Go ahead and get some rest.
Wait, what about you?
I don't get tired, and I don't need rest. I'm going to practice my sword work. That should help me regain some strength.
But your shoulder... Hey, don't just leave! Ah, whatever. Let her tire herself out. She'll come back eventually. Let's get some sleep, Traveler. That comfy bed is calling, Paimon.
Quiet.
Do you even remember how many of us perished in that fire? How many bodies were left to rot on the scorched earth? Yet you alone live on.
Keep your gaze fixed on your blade. You don't deserve to rest.
Run, SKIRK. Run! Only death awaits us here. Keep running, and don't ever look back.
Getting an early night's sleep is the best. That bed was so comfy. Wait, SKIRK? Have you been sitting out here the whole night? The bed's all yours if you want it.
About 60%. Maybe 70.
Whoa! Paimon thought it would take at least a couple of days. That was fast.
No, not fast enough. That's 20% less than last time. Same training regimen, same intensity. Nothing felt different, but somehow the outcome fell short. No, I think the problem's with me. I need to meditate for the next 2 days. Deep introspection should help me find the issue.
Ooh, sounds intense. We'll watch over you in the meantime, then.
Thanks. See you in 2 days.
SKIRK is still meditating, huh? It's been 2 days already. Shouldn't she be awake by now? Paimon can't think of anything we can do to help. Oh, wait! Breakfast! That's it! Paimon will go get breakfast! SKIRK is gonna be starving when she wakes up. Be right back.
नहीं ब्रो, मैं उतना ज़्यादा नहीं खेलता, पहले खेलता था, फिर आइशल कर दिया था, फिर स्पीसी खरीद के कुछ दिन खेला, फिर से आइशल कर दिया, फिर से डाउनलोड कर दिया था इस 2 दिन 3 दिन हुआ है, फिर से डाउनलोड किया है। आपके पास है यार लेजिन। हमने पूल नहीं किया वो।
That's right. This is SKIRK's inner world. Think of it as the threshold between the soul and dreams.
मैं पीसी में जो भी गेम है।
This isn't your first time here, but what you remember is probably a space covered in darkness. I only managed to... Actually, it's my first time talking to someone like this. I only managed to break free and bring you here because the injury weakened her power. I guess that's why I can speak again, too. Call it fate, if you want. Now, before I take you to her, I gotta ask. You're the first outside visitor to ever come here. So, what's your impression of this place? Oh, you noticed. This river represents SKIRK's strength. Strength accumulates over time. It is the summation of a person's lived experience. So this river is where all the fragments of SKIRK's life should converge into a single stream of memories and emotions, flowing forward as one. But as you can see, this river has been severed numerous times. It's because SKIRK doesn't like who she was in the past. When all she sees reflected in the river is a disgraceful shadow of who she was, she cuts through water and rock with the sword of reason, severs her connection with the past, and begins anew.
You must learn to shut out all the pointless emotion, crush the self that makes you weak, and become master over your physical form.
This isn't my first taste of failure or losing power. When you fall, you get back up again and become stronger. That's how it is.
The answer to one mystery invites another question, I see. Let's follow the river upstream. There among the cliffs, among the memories etched into her heart, lies the truth of it all. Soon, you'll understand everything. I've always thought that, even when falling leaves don't come from the same tree, they can still form bonds of kinship when they meet. Like meteors, you both made a journey through the stars. Both travelers who have landed on a planet that is not your home. Yet, when she first noticed your presence, although she hesitated for a moment, she still chose to walk away, indifferent as ever. Seems like you've answered your own question. SKIRK sees herself as a trespasser in this world. She's made a conscious choice to avoid altering its path. But the reason for that decision stems from events much earlier on in her life. Let's keep going. It's still a long way to the source of the river.
These I don't have many characters, bro. तुम किस में खेलते हो, फोन पे या लैपटॉप या पीसी पे? अभी तो नहीं मिले, 2 मिले और टैलेंट अपग्रेड करना बाकी है। ये देखो 40,000 14,000 अभी उसको ही बिल्ड कर रहा है, उसी पे फोकस्ड है पूरी तरह से। आर्टिफैक्ट से फार्म करे जा रहे हैं, मिलता नहीं है भाई, इतना आर्टिफैक्ट्स मिलता है मुझे क्या ही बताऊँ आपको। मतलब दिस इज गुड काइंड ऑफ एंड दिस इज गुड, बट ये मुझे उतना अच्छा नहीं मिला अभी तक, ढूंढ रहे हैं अभी, इसको कर सकते देखते। अब एक तो सेंट चाहिए अच्छा सा, एंड फेदर। तो ये डिफेंस हमेशा डिफेंस क्यों जाता है पता नहीं। हाँ हाँ ब्रो, आर्टिवेक्स ही ढूंढ रहा हूँ अभी, उसको ही फार्म करने जा रहा हूँ। आर्टिवेक्स कब से फार्म करो, कुछ मिलता ही नहीं है ब्रो, क्या ही बताओ आपको। इतने आर्टिवेक्स फार्म कर लिए हमने, बहुत कुछ कर लिया, मिलता नहीं है। इतनी बुरी किस्मत है। अभी तो न्यूमिलेट ही फार्म कर रहा हूँ न्यूमिलेट के लिए। इसलिए फूल लेना चाहिए मुझे। और स्कार्क तो मुझे मिला है, निकल के आया था 50-50 में, विन 50। कौन तुम्हारे पास कौन से कैरेक्टर हैं? और किसी भी
You now have what it takes to wield immense power. From this day forth, I shall teach you no more.
फिर से आया था तब नहीं भूल गया।
No one can become a worthy warrior through imitation alone.
फिर से भूल गया था।
I have given you fangs and claws. Now, you must learn to hunt.
You wish me to travel the world beyond on my own, Master?
Indeed. Make new friends. Embark on your own journey. And piece together a new future from the shattered remnants of your past. We will still have contact through the abyss. But know this. One day, I will take the life you worked so hard to rebuild and reduce it to ashes. Just like the fire that haunts your mind.
Why would you do that?
I have told you before, fear is the catalyst for human evolution.
You don't fool second time.
You have tasted loss. You have known fear, so deep it can be felt in the bones.
Character everyone need is really you have good.
But as living beings, we all have an instinct to detach from that which harms us. And thus pain dampens over time. And yet now, I have bestowed upon you the gift of fear eternal. It will drown you in the nightmare of your childhood, or it shall drive you to defeat me, whatever the cost.
I obviously recommend you to pull for new villain next time he's come. Literally, he's awesome. You need to pull him. You don't regret him when you.
That is what SKIRK's master, the foul Sertologi, looked like at one point in time. Of course, as a higher being, physical form is a triviality to him. He could appear as a beast, a human, or even a monster that defies description. The form you see him in here, clad in abyssal armor, is the one he usually wears when traveling through the stars.
For certain reasons, I need to bridge the power gap between me and my master as quickly as possible. But first, I need to understand the source of his strength. To do that, I need to follow in his footsteps, walk the path he once walked, and somewhere along the way, I'll find out how to defeat him. That is my sole focus and purpose.
I'll let you in on a little secret. The real Sirology is terrifying. The scope of his power is impossible to understand until you experience it firsthand. It is absolute. The power to crush all things. Shall we keep going? Let's see. We're about halfway there. We've made it quite a ways already. This is SKIRK, when she first began training under Sirology.
I have set your broken wrist. Tomorrow, you're to train twice as hard. No tears this time. Good. Attempting to garner sympathy through tears is a habit of the weak. A pitiful, useless ploy.
Can I ask a question, Master? Why did you save me? I keep thinking, maybe it would be better if I had died. I wouldn't be haunted by that fire all the time. I wouldn't have to go on like this.
I saved you because I have a plan for you. It has been too long since I fought a battle that demanded my full strength, and I hunger for it. Every so-called genius and prodigy I have faced has crumbled like sand underfoot. Before me, even fate bends the knee. So, I will teach you everything I know. Train you by whatever means necessary, in the hope that one day, you might surprise me.
But I don't want to draw my sword against you, Master.
What you want matters little. Among the boundless sea of stars, the cries of the weak are but faint murmurs that disappear into the void. You of all people know that well.
Yes, Master. From that day forward, all she knew was grueling training, emptiness, and fatigue. After some time, her talent bloomed, and she gained control over her emotions, like her master. How should I put it? It was not that human emotion disappeared from her heart, but that reason came to dictate all she was allowed to feel. I suppose it was at this point that she became the SKIRK you know today. We're nearly there. I almost don't want to reach the end. Well, shall we? This is the final stretch. These are SKIRK's happiest memories. What a simple and carefree time it was. Wisps of clouds dotted the sky. The sun bathed everything in golden light. And when song filled the air, not even the shyest of flowers could resist swaying along. This is SKIRK's homeland. She was so curious about everything as a child, always skipping school to go exploring instead. There was so much to discover. The treasures at the bottom of the sea, the secrets beyond the stars, and that merchant ship packed with adults wearing those strange clothes. Yes, the ship. That was the beginning of the end. It was a spaceship. When it arrived, the people that disembarked wore smiles on their faces and spoke of friendship. They claimed to be merchants from a neighboring planet, looking to establish trade. SKIRK's parents, her relatives, her neighbors, everyone welcomed the newcomers with open arms and allowed them to explore the planet. To them, the visitors were guests and should be treated with hospitality. No one had any idea of what was to come. Several months later, an army of unknown origin arrived without warning and carried out a ruthless campaign to destroy everything and everyone on the planet. SKIRK had skipped school that day, like so many times before, so she was not caught in the immediate wave of destruction. But when she came home that day, only fire and ruin awaited her. Countless people cried out to her for help. People she knew and loved. Friends and relatives. The little girl who lived next door. The shop owner with the bad leg. The bad-tempered teacher she had made fun of just that morning. Their lives were discarded like worthless trash as the fire consumed one life after another. SKIRK was helpless. All she could do was run. And so she did. She kept running until an unexpected figure crossed her path. If Sertology hadn't been there in that moment, the fire would have claimed her life too. And there she would have remained, left to rot in the scorched earth, with no answer as to why any of this was happening. Because she and her people were seen as a threat. As the initial merchant ship explored the planet, they discovered that it hadn't always had the condition to support life. Yet there was evidence of human activity, even during the periods of extreme heat or cold in the past. Further research revealed that, over time, the people of this planet had evolved the ability to adapt to any type of environment or energy source. For that reason, the outsiders viewed them as a potential threat and decided to eliminate them before the threat could rear its head. And so, the army was called, and the so-called danger was wiped from the face of the planet. Senseless, isn't it? Deemed a threat because of a gift they didn't even know they had. Perhaps it was their own innocence and kindness that doomed them. But in the end, that was lost to the blaze as well. If those with power get to decide good and evil, then all you can trust in is the sword in your hand. And so, before death could claim her, she ran. She ran and never stopped. No one wants to relive their most painful moments. Well, brings us to the end of the story. This is as far as we can go. SKIRK is waiting over there. For both of us. Let's go to her. It's time to fulfill my purpose. And my greatest wish over all these years.
So all this, just so you could bring him here.
I have things to say to you. Well, to me. I want someone to witness our reconciliation, even if it takes an argument to get there. And he is the best choice in this moment. Her suppressed emotional self. The version of herself she keeps locked in the recesses of her mind, stifled by reason. All those rejected impulses, those discarded aspects of your past selves, they are a part of me now. I am who you used to be. Someone you have refused to face for too long. So, I came to face you instead.
You're wrong. I've faced you all along. And that's exactly why I keep you locked here. Your existence makes me weak. Moments of joy and longing are when we are most vulnerable. Don't forget, it was a penchant for goodness over reason that doomed our homeland in the first place. The vastness of the universe renders everything insignificant. Our feelings most of all.
Even so, learning from the mistakes of the past doesn't have to mean erasing everything. Strip yourself of your so-called weaknesses. Emotions like kindness and empathy, and what makes you any different from the ruthless soldiers who slaughtered our people?
The difference is that I'm doing what is right, what is necessary. I allow you to exist, but with limited freedom. That is the greatest kindness I can offer. I have shouldered everything you couldn't carry. I rose above the numbness and emptiness, and it was cold, unfeeling reason that brought me this far. It made me who I am. It made me strong.
That is the problem. I want to shoulder those things together. On the grand scale of the entire universe, maybe our feelings are vanishingly small, but why should that mean they don't matter? Emotion gives warmth to the cold expanse of space. It gives meaning to the world around us. Think back to those nights of gazing at the stars. Those afternoons of exploring the unknown. Think back and let them grant you peace. A brief respite from the pressure you put on yourself.
That isn't what we need.
It's exactly what we need. Aren't you curious about why recovering your strength has taken longer than normal this time?
Finally, you get to the important part. That is the only answer I came here to find.
Then look around. Look at your inner world. You cast aside your dreams and curiosity, and in doing so, you lost your original motivation. You severed all connection to who you used to be, so you can no longer draw strength from your past. Now, the only things driving you forward are fear and survivor's guilt. But these cannot take you far enough. And so, this river, the source of your strength, grows more polluted by the day.
And you think that means I should seek help from a weak little thing like you?
Thank you for saying that. I knew bringing you here would be the right choice. To be honest, I'm not here to argue with you.
This isn't about who's right or wrong. And in fact, I agree that in order to make it through the wake of that tragedy, we had to distance ourselves from the pain through reason over emotion. But what is right at one point in time isn't always right forever. I know you will never forget that fire. I know the fact that you were the sole survivor fills you with guilt. And I know that among the voices that haunt you, mine is there too. Because deep down, you know that you didn't turn out to be the person you wanted to be. All those unfulfilled hopes are like knives to the heart. And I don't want you to hurt anymore. So even if you can't accept me, I hope, at least, that you can let go.
I keep thinking, maybe it would be better if I had died. I wouldn't be haunted by that fire all the time. I wouldn't have to go on like this.
Your dad and I, we're not afraid to stare death in the face, but we need you to survive.
I'm sick of being a kid. There's so many amazing things out there, and I'm ready to see them all.
I remember. There was a song Mom and Dad always sang when we went out to fetch water. Dancing water. The sand along your path is begging for your song and movement. Will you carry this burden with you on your journey? I am not the dancing water, and you are not the burdensome sand. But if this is your wish, then I will carry you with me until the end.
Thank you.
I should be thanking you.
Run, SKIRK, run!
Remember, leave no one alive!
Heed my words, SKIRK. Let fear take root in your soul.
Did you survive? Why was it only you?
SKIRK, did you become a positive light in this world?
Hey, this doesn't have to be the end. Life is a gift. Don't let darkness claim it.
So, you saw my memories then. I once asked my master if survival of the strongest was the law of the universe. He said no, but in a world without order, those with no moral boundaries tend to be the ones who survive. That's why, after hearing his answer, an idea came to mind. An idea that, one day, I would create a new world order. One in which there would never be another tragedy like that fire. One in which power was not the law of the land. But that means I must defeat him. Because my master, Sertolovji, is, at the core, a defier of all rules and order. Yes, and not just because of the gap in our abilities, but also because I have no reason to see him as an enemy. Although his decision to train me was not made out of kindness, he did everything a master should. He saved my life, taught me the sword and the principles of strength. And for that, I respect him. I know, and it's not something I want. But Master never goes back on his word. I have to treat everything he says as a promise. He's no longer in Teyvat, but he sends me messages through the abyss every now and then. Most of them are simple greetings, or an answer to one of my questions. Every time I hear from him, my heart skips a beat. And I wonder if this is the moment where he'll finally appear before me and tear down everything I've built to pieces. Maybe that means I do live in eternal fear, just like he said. Yes, I respect him, but I'm also afraid of him. And for that reason, the pursuit of strength consumes every moment of my life. I don't know what Master has planned, but I have to be ready. Help me? Why? This isn't your fight.
Oh, you're finally awake! Honestly, Paimon was gone for like 2 seconds and then she comes back and finds you both unconscious? Oh, you scared Paimon half to death! You're both okay, right?
What does it look like? Only water from the source can cleanse the rot and filth that flows from the past into the future. I taught you to incorporate the experiences from your journey into how you fight. I suppose what happened today will become an inseparable part of who I am.
Okay, so Paimon feels like she's missing some important context. But whatever. Paimon brought back tons of delicious snacks! Let's dig in!
All right, it's about time we finished what we started.
We're gonna deal with this thief for good, right?
This time, I'm not going to tell you to hold back. But having digested even more power in the meantime, he's going to be tougher than before. The good news is, we have no reason to pull our punches this time. So, let's go. Same place as last time.
The fog is gone! Wait, isn't that the form the all-devouring narwhal changed into? How come he knows that, too? Really? So, you're telling Paimon that giant whale and this guy can both turn into the fowl? How does that work?
It's a subconscious instinct. Any intelligent being who longs for his level of strength is bound to mimic his appearance. It's a natural response after encountering someone as powerful as Master. To them, he represents ultimate power. We know the person before us has encountered Master, and we know he stole a portion of my power. So it's not surprising that he would assume this form.
Okay. Oh, the closer Paimon looks, the more intimidating it gets. Nervalette isn't here this time, so it's up to us. He won't have the nerve to steal again after we're done with him. But
Wipe out! Go!
Merciless. Into the void. Haven't forgotten your training, I hope. Paradigm shift. Fearless.
Water jet! Go! Water jet! Bombs away! Go!
Extinguished. Mine to wield.
Beyond this world.
Water jet!
Mine to wield.
Water jet!
Haven't had enough of my power. Well then, let's see how much more of this power you can handle. Well, have you come to your senses?
You saw that my body was at its limit. So, you deliberately channeled your power into me, knowing that it would destroy my shell from within. Such power, such keen battle instincts. So you must be...
SKIRK, Sertologi's disciple.
How long has it been? How long has he been away from Teyvat?
Hundreds of years.
Hundreds? Sorry, it's a lot to take in. I should introduce myself. I am Skofnungar, a friend of your master and one of his followers. This is the first time I've heard your name, SKIRK. But hundreds of years ago, I knew you existed. And I knew you would come here.
Hundreds of years ago?
Sounds like you and Master have quite the history. Care to tell us about it?
Of course. Might as well take advantage of a clear head while I can. The story starts a long, long time ago. I was born into a noble family in Conria. As the eldest son, I was set to inherit our title. But I contracted an incurable illness as a child, and everyone gave up on me. I trained the sword harder than anyone else, defeated all of my peers. But it was all in vain. When other people looked at me, all I saw in their eyes was pity, or a strange glee in my misfortune. Even my parents were just waiting for me to die. Over time, my heart hardened, and I became aimless. That was the point where I met your master, Sertologi. We were similar in age, but different in background. He was born in prison, the son of criminals who had been sentenced to death. He spent his childhood wandering the streets, facing more criticism than the literary works in the Universitas Magistrorum. Yet, he always wore a smile on his face, as if kindness and malice were one and the same, and he could not see the difference. I still remember what he said to me when we first met. You need to fight to survive. Even if it's a losing battle, it should light a fire under you. How can you sit back like this and go down without a fight?
That does sound like something he would say.
He was the first to acknowledge that I was worth something, and he inspired me to keep going. When we sparred together, it was the first time I actually felt the thrill of combat. When I was 10, he stole forbidden research materials and managed to cure my illness. It was like there was nothing in this world he couldn't accomplish. When it came to the human form, he was always intent on pushing the boundaries of possibility. But somewhere along the way, I fell behind. My talents were nothing compared to his, and at some point, I realized he had pulled so far ahead, I was too embarrassed to even ask him to spar. After his grand endeavor was successful. He sought me out and said to me,
"This planet no longer holds anything of interest to me, so I'm leaving. But first, I have an offer. I can use a power I have just refined to break the curse of immortality for you. Your death was once what we worked so hard to prevent. But the immortality you now face is a different kind of pain altogether."
I'll pass. Immortality doesn't sound so bad to me. Since I can't die, it means I have an infinite amount of time to get stronger. Maybe I'll finally catch up to you one day, and we can spar like we used to.
Are you sure? I cannot say when I will return. Your body, or rather, your soul, might not be able to withstand this curse.
All I can do is try. After all, a wise man once told me, people need to fight for their own survival.
Wise indeed. Nevertheless, if you grow weary of the pain of immortality, and wish to experience a good sparring match before you wither away, seek out my disciple.
Disciple? Never thought I'd hear that word coming from you.
Nor I. But Vedifenir said I was destined to find a disciple out there in the universe, and bring her to Teyvat. You know as well as I, Vedifenir's prophecies are never wrong.
Well, now I'm curious about who this disciple of yours will be.
All Vedifenir said was that one day, the stars shall bow in her honor.
Sounds pretty impressive.
Of course. Only the most outstanding people would have the right to become my disciple.
Still self-assured as ever, I see. But you're not wrong.
I'll be leaving then. Oh, and if you are serious about getting stronger, I left you a little gift in the primordial sea. As I've said before, walk whatever path you want. Freedom means even the wicked get to make their own choices.
Waiting for me in the primordial sea was the all-devouring narwhal, already beaten into submission by Sertologi. In its weakened state, I was able to cut off part of its flesh and sew it into my own heart.
Your heart? That sounds like torture. How did you even survive that?
Because, of course, I bear the curse of immortality.
So, you used the curse to turn yourself into a vessel for power. Even with that whale's ability, devouring power like that is not something the human body can withstand. With your body and soul constantly at the breaking point, it was the curse of immortality that sustained you. But that is not the path to strength. You have to pour your heart into it, work for it, dream of it. Instead, you stole something that didn't belong to you, and it backfired.
You're right. I should have known better, but I had already pushed myself to my limits, and he was still miles ahead of me. So I had to take a leap of faith. I miss your master. I miss the days when we were all together, troublemakers without a home. I don't regret the choice I made. But if you'll allow it, I do want to apologize. To both of you.
After the beating we just gave you, I think we can call it even.
You're an interesting one as well. Sertologi's disciple. That's a lot to live up to. It can't have been an easy experience. I know what he's like. He rules with an iron fist, using despair and fear to force you to catch up to him. We're like mountain climbers in the dark, never knowing how much higher we have to climb, or when we will see the sun again.
True. But I made up my mind long ago. No matter how dark it gets, I will not give in to despair. I will overcome it. Besides, after hearing your story, I suspect what Master really wants is not a battle that demands his full strength, but rather a defeat without regrets.
Oh?
Since you're his friend, you must have some things in common. First time we came here, when you stabbed me through the fog and stole my power, I felt no emotion coming from that spike. But when you had to devote all your strength fighting me just now, I could feel joy and passion emanating from your blade. It was the joy of a researcher discovering the truth of the world, the joy of an artist uncovering a temple of wonders.
Interesting. I'm certain I didn't express those emotions outright, yet you were able to read them from my blade, like a glimpse into my inner world. You're right. That battle brought me an unbridled sense of joy, and my defeat brings me no regret whatsoever.
Exactly. I think Master also craves a battle like that. One where his opponent forces him to use all his strength, unlock the extent of his potential, and transcend his own limits. A battle to end all battles, after which all can come to an end, including, perhaps, his life. For that very reason, good and evil are meaningless to him. He has one purpose, one goal: to complete himself. It's one of the secrets to his strength.
Perhaps you're right. Perhaps that is his goal. What a battle that would be. Oh, to witness such a...
Are you okay?
Too many different kinds of power are surging through my body. The curse of immortality allows it all to coexist, but it does not remove the pain. I won't be able to hold on to my sanity for much longer. What a shame. I would have loved to witness that battle. Sertologi once offered to free me from this curse. Now, I must ask that of you, SKIRK. Can you release me from the pain?
I can, but not through death, if that's what you were hoping for. It's not a suitable punishment for your crime. As an alternative, I can take your consciousness, along with all the power you've consumed, and smash it to pieces. The impurities will dissipate, and under the curse of immortality, your mind and body will regenerate. When that process is complete, you will be back to who you were before, no longer tortured by powers you can't control, but it will be a time-consuming and painful process. The decision is yours to make.
I accept. And who knows? Perhaps I'll wake up in time to witness your great battle with Sertologi. I have faith that you'll be able to stand against him one day. Though I know it'll be a long and arduous road. If we are climbers in the dark, it appears the dawn has finally broken for me. But your ascent continues. At least, it looks like you are not alone on your journey.
I will reach the top of this mountain, no matter what it takes. And you, Skofnungur, will be my witness at the end of all things.
It's finally over. Let's get out of here. Huh! At least we don't have to make a mad dash for the exit like last time. We did it! only been a few days, but it feels like forever. Once again, we've proved there's nothing we can't overcome. We're just that awesome. Wow, you sound even more confident than usual. Guess you real today sure went by fast. It's night already. Oh wait, that reminds Paimon. The stars you mentioned, the ones that died out, are they back now?
Yes. The power Skofnungur stole has been returned. So, the stars have regained their light.
Great! Huh, it's crazy that you even noticed their light was gone. There are so many stars in the sky. If a few disappeared, Paimon definitely wouldn't be able to tell.
I suppose it's because I have gazed upon this sky for centuries. The false stars, hanging in the meticulously planned sky, glittering with rotten light. It's not real. And yet, it is for that very reason that I can look upon it and enjoy. Even the most beautiful of bubbles has to burst. We will return to the real universe one day, whether of our own volition or not. Time marches ever forward. Even the innocent and naive will taste life's bitterness. Yet through hardship, we grow until we learn to seize the sands of time for ourselves and uncover our true strength. Though we gaze upon a false sky, its vastness and majesty is palpable. One can only wonder, what is it going to take for kindness to reign supreme in the vast expanse of the universe?
Ugh, this is all going over Paimon's head. But if she knows one thing, it's that the Traveler always finds a way. Ever since we met, he has filled Paimon's days with happiness. No matter how tough things get, he always finds a way to make it better. If it's too big a job for one person, then we'll do it with two. And if two's still not enough, then three. We've met so many amazing friends and accomplished so many amazing things. As long as we don't give up, we can make any wish come true.
I suppose when it comes to you, anything is possible. Well, I should be going. Now that my power is no longer isolated from my emotions, I need more practice to get used to it. I suppose fate will decide. Maybe we'll bump into each other on the street. Or maybe we'll reunite on a different planet entirely. Regardless, reunions and partings are but passing moments. More than anything, I hope that at the end of this journey, wherever it takes us, we stand in a world reborn. One without war, pain, or forced partings. One where new life can bloom, even where there was once nothing but scorched earth. For this, we must all work to become stronger. If that's what you want to call me, I won't object. Goodbye.
Bye! Is it just Paimon, or is she being nicer than before? We definitely count as friends after all that, don't you think? Hey, what do you think about camping here tonight? There's nothing quite like sleeping under the stars. Come tomorrow, we can continue our journey. Oh, and since Paimon treated you to that super nice meal at Wanmin Restaurant, it's about time you returned the favor. Ad Astra Abyssosk. Welcome. Thank you for completing.
Fearless. Paradigm shift. You've earned yourself a reward.
Itu rata itu tuh ya.
The abyss is like the world's shadow. It's always there, and it will never perish.
What the? I get SKIRK weapon, guys. What the fuck? Oh, भाई साहब मैंने 2 ही स्पिन किया था। कुछ भी guys. What the? ये मिला है मुझे। भाई कैसे
Where do we come from?
मिल गया मुझे वेपन मिल गया भाई साहब फ्रेम में वेपन मिल गया ओ भाई ओ भाई ओ भाई 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 साहब what happened brothers? I get the weapon, bro. I get the weapon. Fucking oh भाई साहब ओ भाई बस ये चाहिए भाई साहब। ये खुशी में मैं और स्पिन कर देता हूँ आपके लिए। इतनी खुशी मुझे आज तक नहीं हुई। इसे भी यहाँ पे स्पिन जी यहाँ पे सब कुछ नहीं तो भी भाई साहब मैं और 2 स्पिन कर सकता हूँ। हम सब लड़ेंगे आज। इतने खुशी भाई मुझे वो 4 स्टार चाहिए। ये डालिया चाहिए। चलो गाइस आज के लिए इतना ही। हम थोड़ी देर में लाइव आएंगे, चिंता मत करो। हम लाइव आएंगे क्योंकि हमें वैलोरेंट खेलना है। वैलोरेंट लाइव करेंगे थोड़ी देर बाद।